Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Warhammer Meta Chasers. This is your weekly live tournament rundown show for the biggest and best events for Warhammer 40,000 happening all over the world. My name is Paul Murphy. I'm joined by Dustin Henshaw.
Hello, everyone.
And Adam Camilleri.
G'day.
Welcome. As I mentioned, this is live. We got folks in the chat. Hope you all are having a great evening. Gonna have kind of a straightforward show here. As you know, there's something coming up on the horizon pretty soon.
Nothing big.
Called 11th edition new 40K. And that, but there's still 10th edition to be had out there, and people are not slowing down. I got three great events to cover. We got From Hell Open, Terracon, and the Italian WTC. Redeux, Redux, Reducier. You get it.
That was the Italian translation. The last one, Reducier.
That was it.
Reducier.
That was it. I just assumed. Look, I'm making assumptions. From Hell Open is from Camilleri, France. 127 players competing over 5 rounds. This is the part of the show where we run down all the factions we're going to see. Dustin, what are we going to see there?
In the Imperial Super Faction, there are 5 Sisters Battles, 7 Custodes, 2 Admech, 4 Astra Militarum, 2 Grey Knights, and 5 Imperial Knights. Space Marines, 8 Adeptus Astartes, 1 Dark Angel, 2 Space Wolves, 7 Blood Angel, 3 Black Templar, and 2 Death Watch. Chaos are 7 Chaos Space Marines, 5 T-Suns, 5 Death Guard, 7 World Leaders, 4 Emperor's Children, 6 Demons, and 2 Chaos Knights. Xenos are 7 Necrons, 3 Orcs, 7 Tau, 4 Votan. Hive Mind, there's 4 Tyranids and 2 G's to the Cult. And then Eldari, there is 8 Drukhari and 4 Eldari, meaning the faction podium is Drukhari, tying Astartes with the top spot with 8, and then CSM, Tau, Krons, Custodes, World Eaters, and Blood Angels next to them with 7, then Demons with 6. But wow, the end of 10th faction podium is wild.
This is one of the best we have seen. So 9 factions represented on a top 3 is absolutely bonkers. Usually we'd see this on a top 5, but having 9 factions this late in the edition, it just means people are out there, a lot of the time just brewing or playing their heart, their heart and soul faction, rather than playing whatever they think is going to be the best thing on the day, which is a lot of freedom.
That's a third of the factions in the third of the top 3.
Correct. That's man. If what a beautiful world it would be if that was the case every week. We didn't have edition like whole years. It feels like where it was like Necrons, Death Guard, Imperial Knights. Like they're just that was 1, 2, 3, or Astartes Necrons. And this is a beautiful thing. Despite that, the factions represented here aren't super surprising. I think Drukhari, World Eaters, and Demons would be the 3 that kind of jumped out at people. Drukhari, of course, absolutely wild, have been virtually unheralded this entire edition on the faction podium, let alone this late in the piece and in first place.
Yeah, that's a little wild, but what do you think it's attributed to? People just bringing up the Drukhari now because it's time?
I honestly, yeah.
Scourges.
Part of it is they have like legitimate game. I think they're one of the factions that's looking like it's going to be well put together going into next edition as well. From everything that I can see and everything I can tell from Drukhari players out there in the world, they're pretty high on their prospects of 11th, just looking at all the scoring opportunities and then the things you actually have to do. Drukhari looking totally fine, even if the detachments that they've had previewed look a little bit less.
Hey, but maybe that's one of the reasons they're bringing them out right now. They got to test those units to see if they feel they got the feeling for those units, for those attachments. Maybe there's some juice in there. I don't know.
Maybe there's some juice there, man. You got to do so many more things every turn.
Yeah.
In 11th edition, that Drukhari just feel like they're going to outscore people like very, very easily. And so they're probably in a good place in the transition period. Plus, like I said, people might just be playing the thing that they really want to play at the moment. I know I've got like 2 more events before the end of the edition. I'm just playing wacky crap that I feel like playing.
Yep. Well, that's completely fair.
So, yeah. Demons is another one.
I don't know that you stumble into a Drukhari army, though.
No.
See, you definitely don't stumble into it.
There are so many more Drukhari players than you think there are, especially with what happened last edition, with them being like the best army for a whole calendar year, pretty much, of 9th edition. We've spawned so many new Drukhari players. Those players, I assume, didn't have a huge amount of juice in the tank for the majority of 10th. And so maybe they're just whipping out what they know and love for, one last ride, Dom Toretto style into into the sunset. But I have one detachment breakdown for you guys, and of course it is Drukhari, because when else are we going to get to do this? And surprisingly, I would have thought this number was flipped, but Reaper's Wager is going ham in Europe at the moment. In addition to Liam VSL just winning at Dallas with it, which Paul and I were at, he went and won with Reaper's Wager, and Reaper's Wager is looking like a pretty sexy beast at the moment.
Yeah, I feel like it's got a lot of the tools that, well, actually, pretty much all the tools that Drukhari need right now. Spectacle of Spite is the more tricksy one, and I feel like it has really good plays, but I also feel like that's the one that most people are preparing for now, because, like you said, you were kind of expecting to be flipped. I was too. So I think that's what people are more prepped for, because a lot of their tricks, as long as you can prep for them, they do lose a bit of their punch.
Yeah. And Spectacle of Spite is one of the ones that I think is losing juice in the transition. If I had to say, a lot of their tricks, well, 2CP, the new heroic, is just emulating a lot of Spectacle Spite's trickery. Their fights first has declined in power, but I think their skirmish game remains one of the strongest out there. But the thing is, Spectacle can't beat Defilers.
Hey, yeah.
It can't. It literally can't. It does not hit the damage check. Spectacle shreds infantry like you wouldn't freaking believe, but then all of a sudden you have 3 crabs and Spectacle goes off a cliff because they literally they cannot meet that challenge.
You know what? That's actually it's sad to say, but I completely forgot about Defilers right now because I'm so focused on 11th.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
That's actually a really good point of why Reapers would be way better in this meta right now.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So how many Defiler armies do we have? We have CSM and World Eaters in our faction program. That's not bad. We've had a couple of weeks.
World Eaters to be a Defiler army.
Me either. They're one of in World Eaters, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
And then I still don't think that's their best build. Anyway, that is it for the From Hell Open. It should be a real fun event. Can't wait to see how we go. But it's time to pick some winners. I'm just gonna
predict. It's not a pick. It's not just choice. It's prediction.
Yeah,
where we put our hopes and dreams into a participant in one of these events.
I don't know if that's how far we go, but sometimes
that's how far I go.
Sometimes, okay, that's
the hand of destiny.
Believe it.
All right, so I have a 50-cent piece from Australia. It's very funny shaped. I'm going to flip it. Who wants to call it out of you two?
Go for
it, Dustin.
Look, okay.
Look at you being modest.
We're all being modest. I'm going to call it heads.
Tails.
That's because you put it on the wrong way.
he's on the other side of the planet.
I'm on the other side of the planet. It's upside down. That's heads, right? That's actually it.
That's because you did it wrong, Adam. You flipped the corner wrong. Paul, what would you like?
I'm going Drukhari.
Oh,
good man. Dustin.
I'll go CSM.
Good calls all around. Do I want the Necrons? I want the Necrons.
Necrons. All right.
Yeah.
Going with yes. I mean, like Necrons, they've been solid, performance, but have not been taking home the spot. I wonder why that is.
The Filers.
Them and they're solved. Like what tricks? What does Necron have to bring to the table now? Yeah. What's left?
They have to hope that they go into go to a meta and go to matches that they didn't prepare for a bunch of Satans.
Yeah, I mean, I do have to say, if you are a Necron player, you kind of got to play all styles of 10th edition, right?
Yeah.
You got to play DACA gun lines with your DDAs and Silent King and stuff like that. You got to play Hordes in multiple different forms, being Hordes in Canoptic Court or Hordes in Awakened Dynasty. And you got to play just big, dumb pseudo knights with your Catan and everything else. I guess the only thing you could have played MSU, totally. You could have played MSU, but it was never the top of the meta build for CSM, I guess.
They never really got the aggressive melee play.
Yeah, that's true. They never really got the real. Well, that's because aggressive melee went to a whole new freaking level.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
It really did. It really did.
But they still could contend in that. Like
yes, absolutely they could.
Score packs and stuff like
that.
They
couldn't play it per se, but they definitely contended with it.
Yeah.
All right. Next one we're going to talk about is the Terracon in Naracoorte, South Australia. It's in Australia.
Naracoorte. Yeah.
I thought there was a little panache on the end of that.
Paul is making it sound better, okay? Come on, that's just kidding.
He's making it sound way better than the Bogans down here, dude.
107 players over 6 rounds. What are we going to see?
In the Imperial Super Faction, there are 1 Sister of Battle, 3 Custodes, 4 Admech, 7 Astra Militarum, 2 Grey Knights, and 5 Imperial Knights. Space Marines, 4 Astartes, 3 Dark Angels, 2 Space Wolves, 2 Blood Angels, 2 Black Templar, Chaos. There's 8 Chaos Space Marines, 6 T-Suns, 7 Death Guard, 5 World Leaders, 6 Emperor's Children, 4 Demons, and 5 Chaos Knights. Xenos, there's 9 Necrons, 3 Orcs, 5 Tau, 3 Votan. Highbind, there's 5 Tyranids, and again, 2 Genius to their call. Eldari, there's 3 Drukhari and 1 Eldari, meaning the faction podium is Necrons topping it off, and then CSM right behind them with 8, and then Asher Militarum and Death Guard tied in the third with 7.
That's interesting.
It's not too surprising, but it's a bit of a switch than what we expected last while.
Yeah, that's that. If I had to have a punt, 3 of those would be in the top 5, the 5 factions I would pick from my pool to be represented. Guard is fluctuating up and down, kind of geographically. Down under, we have a lot of strong guard players, especially in South Australia. There's a lot of strong guard players. CSM, no surprise. Necrons, please go away. I've had enough. Even though I just did lovely things about you in the past one. More than I'm jealous of what Necron players have got to experience this edition than anything else. But yeah, Death Guard and Chaos Space Marines being in the top, no surprises there at all. And a lot of crabbage. This is one that I was going to buy a ticket to, but then I realized I was getting back from my European trip on the Tuesday, and I wasn't going to butter up to go play 6 rounds, 3 or 4 hours away from here. But this is one of the kind of core pillar events in Australia every year. This thing's been running forever. As long as I've been in the game, this event's been running. This is one of my favorite events every year. So I'm
love to hear that.
Enjoy everybody who does go and have a great time. But this is not a bad field of the bottom part of Australia, that being the bottom states. Very good representation and some of the strongest players therein. So it should be a really good end to the edition. And this is always fun because this event, because it's been going so long, has the last big event in Australia for the edition for the last 4 or 5 editions.
Does seem to be a pattern. If you're in that spot, learn either to deal with the turbulence or celebrate the end there.
Every 3 years we get a Terracon right at the end of things. Well, for the last 9 years at least, and it's been very fun. I should tell you about the only one of these that I won was the last one of 7th edition, and they gave me the 7th edition rulebook to tear up on the podium.
That's awesome.
That was really good. I went straight to invisibility. I was like, "Where's invisibility? Where is it?"
Yeah, I love it.
Ripped that shit out and I ate it or something. I can't remember. But that's the kind of stuff that they do. They're awesome lads, and it should be a fantastic event.
Nice. We got a shout out from Atlanta in the chat, my hometown. It's awesome right now. Do we have a breakdown, don't we?
We have one detachment breakdown for you guys. This is the Chaos Space Marines. The reason I did this one is because I did a couple of them, and I fully expected this to be similar to the Drukhari one. This was not what I thought it would be. I thought this would be 6 or 7 backband zealots, but it is not. It is not as silly as you would have thought. There is 8 CSM players in attendance, 2 of which are Pack-Bound Zealots, 2 of which are Soul-Forged Warpack, 2 Hurons Marauders, and then singles for Renegade Warband and Warp Strike Champions. What I find is interesting about this is that very little of this is actually from the Codex. So much of this is either digital release or in a supplement. And it had me thinking about how well serviced different factions have been with ancillary detachments that didn't come out in direct publications or codexes. And I think, like I said about Necrons, CSM have been a little spoiled this edition as well. They seem like they get a new detachment every other month.
And cool new models. I mean,
dude, yeah. Point at a bad model in Chaos Space Marines now. It's kind of like the Forge Fiend, which is not bad at all.
It's cool.
You're making me think about it.
The bikers are probably the oldest thing in the range now.
They are 20-something years old.
Oh yeah, easy, bro. Easy 20 years. Yeah, they could be 25, freaking 30 now. They're probably 20.
But you can make an army. Every one of your legionaries could be from Hurons champions, Emperor's children. They could be from those things that are going to look awesome. Some unique chaos flair to your anything on the ground.
I've actually seen a mate who's starting to make true warband armies where he has a unit of legionaries that has a Plague Marine, a Tormentor, a Red Corsair Raider, and he's mashing them into his 5-man legionaries and all painting them the same scheme. And I think that is effing sick.
That's what's up.
That you can do that. Yeah. That is so cool, dude. The ideas that he has for his Chosen and stuff, and putting a Galva Brack in there and stuff like that. It is it's so freaking cool what you can do in Chaos Heretic Astartes now. They're starting to feel like Astartes. Like, you know how you could just like go into your bits box of Astartes and just like slam together a captain from your bits box? The CSM are starting to get to that level now.
Love it.
Hey, if Dustin, I have a challenge for you. I know you've got one. Get a zoanthrope, build a zoanthrope without the arms.
Dude, I have like 2 boxes of unopened and I have max zoanthrope.
See? I freaking called. I knew it. I didn't know for sure, but I was pretty sure. You get that guy, just build the head and the tail body, and then put random arms and legs and bits on him. And I guess what? You'll have a cool new Tyranid Prime.
Prime?
What?
Funnily enough,
have you seen either one of those models?
Do you know what?
Yeah, I know what I said.
Primes don't show their brains.
Yeah, you got a big brain Prime.
Yeah. Oh, there you go, big brain Prime. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm back on board.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it.
Do it. You might need to embiggen the arm sockets.
There's no might.
There's no might about it.
There's no might about it.
All right. Picking some winners, guys. I'm going to pick last because this is my backyard. So we'll go with Dustin first.
I'm going to be boring. Go CSM again.
Nice. Paul?
Okay, Space Marines is a solid choice. I'm going to go Emperor's Children.
EC. I'm gonna flick my own. I'm gonna flip my own dice. Heads is Tau. Tails is Astartes. Tails Astartes. That's you, Hamilton. Don't you let me down, Hamilton.
Pretty solid choice. Next one we're going to be covering is the Italian WTC Redeux. This is from Casale Monferrato, Italy. 170 players in 34 teams of 5 competing over 5 rounds. This is going to be a slugfest just with the number of rounds they've got.
I love it. So for the Imperial faction, there are...
this is a team event, though, so teams can only pick the same faction once. Yeah,
so with 34 teams, any of 17 or more representation means they are considered the best at the end of this edition, if they're going that way, or they're just bringing out the juice of things that never get to bring this entire edition. So the Imperial faction, there are 5 Sisters of Battle, 11 Custodes, 3 AdMech, 7 Astra Militarum, 1 Grey Knight, and 4 Imperial Knights. Space Marines at 8 Adeptus Astartes, 3 Dark Angels, 9 Blood Angels, 2 Black Templar, and 1 Death Watch, which is 23 technically. So that's not surprising that many Astartes are in there. Chaos for 17 Chaos Space Marines, 8 T-Sens, 13 Death Guards, 7 World Leaders, 5 Emperor's Children, 9 Demons, and 2 Chaos Knights. Xenos, there's only 13 Necrons, 3 Orcs, 12 Tau, 9 Votan. Hive Mind, there's 8 Tyranids, and then 1 Genius, they're called. Eldari, there is 6 Drukhari and 3 Eldari, meaning the total. The faction podium is technically total Astartes 23, like I said, but then Chaos Space Marines behind them was 17 and exactly half representation. And the Death Guard Necrons at 13, Tau at 12, and Custodes at 11, which is a little surprising, I guess. Though the Land Raider build is still pretty popular in teams.
Custodes in a team event, I think they're way stronger than they are in a singles event. Because sometimes you just put them down and someone's like, well, did I roll past your invulnerables and your high toughness and wounds or not?
Yeah, one of the things also that Custodes are doing pretty good is that when you look at the things people are taking to kill defilers, they're usually, top end one-shot weapons or low to the ground massed fire. Both of these things, Custodes line up pretty wonky against for a lot of people. Like if you're taking the low to the ground mass fire, like the guard approach where you just rock up and hit them with Melter Mines and Kassakin at short range, after eating an Overwatch, so to speak, you actually... Custodes are like, lol, you did no damage. I made my 4-up invulns, you did no damage. Same for the top end stuff. You're bringing your Riptide, triple Riptide, stuff like that. You're bringing your double triple repulsor executioners, ballistas, all these high, single shot output units just shooting into 4-up invulnerable saves or 2-ups in cover. All of a sudden, you can really get some juice going, especially if you've got 5 or 6 units of Custodian Guard. They just kind of don't have the time to beat you. They might win the game, but they're not beating you. Like they're not smashing you out of the event. And so I think Custodians actually kind of line up good into the things people are taking into the good stuff of the game at the moment, which is really weird because they're in such a worse place versus things like the anti-Catan tech. But funnily enough, they seem to be better into the anti-Defiler tech. So they're not getting squished as much in the press as I like to call it, like we've seen things like Grey Knights be in previous parts of this edition. Not super surprising. It's still a little higher than I would have thought, but I don't think they're a terrible pick in a 5-player teams. The Astartes breakdown is always something we want to have a look at for a team like this. And Blood Angels being taken more than Astartes here. Which I think is very telling, especially prepping for the next edition as well, where I think Blood Angels become the supreme overlord of Adeptus Astartes once again. I don't think there's much super debate about that. But yeah, them being more than vanilla Astartes is telling as well for what people are trying to use them for at the moment. What do you think, boys?
No, I agree with you completely. I think that's especially in 11th coming up, like Blood Angels are going to be so strong. So I feel like bringing them out in Paul's really sad. You could hear it in his voice. Super sad. But even in teams, like if you have a good pairing with them, to have an aggressive melee matchup like World Eaters, or I'm trying to think of other ones that are out there. There are some Chaos Space Marine builds, even some of the Custode builds.
Empress Children.
Really Empress Children, yeah. If you can get a good pairing with them, you can bully a lot of lists, and that's how you get some really big differentials in the team event.
Another thing I'd like to say is Blood Angels line up into the Defilers really well too. It's so interesting how once again they got squished out in the press by Catan. They couldn't handle Catan, but they handled the Defilers just well. I mean, things like a Lamarty's Brick takes Overwatch from Pac-Man Zealots like a freaking champion. Actually really well. The -1 damage means the Excruciator Cannons are negligible AF if you're in cover. You don't care. There's a 3-up save, 1 damage. Who gives a crap? And then all the 3 damage weapons going down to 2 damage, and even if they're devastating, they go down to 2 damage, meaning that you have a chance to proc a 6-up save against the autos and
push it for a 5 in some detachments.
Exactly right. So I think they line up quite well. In addition, once again, I think I'll say it again. I think Blood Angels into 11th edition look really, really strong.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
But time to pick some winners. I'm going to go first this one because I went last the other 2 times.
And this is the faction that will get the highest battle point, not that will win the event.
Yeah, which is CSM, and I'm taking them. Yeah, CSM in teams. My God, one of the 17 is just getting greenlit through this thing, and I'm jumping on that. I'm going to flip a coin for you two. Who called it last time?
I did.
Dustin did. I'll take heads.
It's heads again. All right. It is tails again. Dustin, you're up.
Okay, so that is a double-sided coin. That's 2 tails.
That's 3 tails.
3 tails.
I'm going to have to do one more.
Adam's doing it wrong, just to make sure.
I'm doing it wrong. Tails.
Oh!
Tails.
We're going to be here all night.
Heads. Cool.
There we
go.
That's
5-1.
You know, at some point, you're just going to have to lie to us and tell us it was heads. Because
I know, I was due.
All night if we didn't. So
Honesty
first? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, it's your pick.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Tau.
Oh, Tao's actually what I was going to pick.
Good thing I won the coin flip.
Yeah. There we go. Man, highest battle points. What's here? This is tough. I'm going to go with we'll go Drakari again.
Ooh,
you spicy boy.
Feeling spicy
boy. I like that.
I feel like, worst case they'll be rocking folks on table 37.
Nice.
Yeah. So that is the part of the show where we're predicting the final winners of what is coming up to be this edition of the game. And what a run. We should have an edition recap on one of these shows as part of this, just of the factions that we talked about the most or something like that. But it's good. It's about to be a brave new world, but we're not there yet. A lot of folks, I think some of y'all nailed it right, is that they're trying to get they're kind of like juices flowing for maybe what will be their next army build or construction or idea or whatever. But good luck to everybody out there slugging it out this weekend. And this is the part in the show where we'd have a sponsor, but we're going to sponsor ourselves. Check us out on Patreon. This takes a lot of effort to put the show together. Tier 2 or higher gets a second show. Sometimes that we do is a look back, talk about recaps of the what we predicted, see how the list did, break down the top 10s of the event, and also some of the winning list. It's a pretty cool thing to do. Let's see how we did with our predictions. And now we get to a part of the show that sometimes has very little to do with Warhammer 40,000. This is the silly part. that a little bit of a palate cleanser as we ease into the weekend for those of us that are not playing and just want to be watching from the side, that we call the Fuego Rapido, where we give ourselves a topic, sometimes a clock, sometimes a spirited debate, to say what's in our hearts. I feel like are we going to do that this week?
Well, we are, yes. Good thing, but yes, we are getting so close to the end of crowning the best video game of all time, and we're going to do FPSs tonight. So, we got to get
Best video game of all time. That is,
yeah.
If you're just joining us for the first time, we went through a whole series of different categories, naming the best of that category, and then once we've gone through all the categories, they will compete for.
So we have
for the best video
FPS
game of all time.
tonight. We have Sandbox, and then it's time for the championships. That's it. And it's time to crown it. So we are 2 shows away from doing it, but we usually spruce into like a regular Fuego in between just to kind of break it up as well. But for tonight, we have FPSs. So I'm curious because I actually am not a huge FPS fan, so I'm kind of indifferent to these, but I know all of them.
I got this.
I feel like Adam is going to be determining this. I think
I absolutely got this.
We're going to find out. So the first one, round 1, GoldenEye versus Rainbow Six.
Oh my goodness!
Come on,
oh, dude!
Like,
how dare you? How dare you make me do this to Rainbow Six? GoldenEye,
absolutely right. There's no way.
Rainbow Six actually was like
dude,
the best one of the next generation, though.
It was.
It was very good, yeah.
It's probably the second most competitively played FPS as far as esports go.
Really?
Yeah, really. They went pretty deep in the tank on it.
Are we giving it a 2-1 or is it a 3-0?
It has to be a 2-1. One of you guys give it a vote.
It won't be me.
GoldenEye, dude, and of course this is recency bias for me. I suppose if I was a Gen Zer, I'd probably be like Golden who, but yeah. GoldenEye.
No, they know GoldenEye.
They got it.
Everyone knows GoldenEye.
Even if they didn't play it, they would hear about it enough to know how good it was.
Surely they'd hear about it because it had the best intro song of any game of all time,
and the best pause menu, and just like one of the best single player. Oh, it's just so good,
and the silly little mods as well.
Oh my god,
so good, dude. So good. You'd sit there on split screen with your 4 mates, and you'd be 3 Mountain Dews in, and you'd start
on a TV that had no business.
Correct. Zero business having four screens on it. And one of your mates would get the GoldenEye, and then all the other 3 of you would just hunt that dude into the ground. It was so good.
And no odd job. No odd job.
No odd job. Just...
all right, next up. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 specifically versus Battlefield. This is a fair matchup because this is basically
fair
between the 2.
Is these the ones that came out at the same time after they split?
These are the ones that came out at the same time when they split, because Battlefield was the first one that kind of split from it. I think it came from Bad Company, and then it went to Battlefield.
Yeah. So this is a weird one because I think Battlefield's a better game, but I'm voting for Call of Duty because I think it has gone deeper, longer.
I think Battlefield is a better game, and I'm going to vote for Battlefield.
I think actually it's Battlefield 2, because didn't Battlefield have like the better story of the 2 at the time?
I mean, I don't go FPS
story.
There's a single. Which one has a single player mode?
They both do. I mean, I definitely felt like Battlefield was better, but I didn't pay that much attention to it because, I don't buy those kind of shooters for.
I don't really mind which one wins this. I voted how I voted.
But actually, which of these? Because I feel like it was maybe Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. They got mistaken for an actual news report.
That was wild.
That was Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Dude, Modern Warfare 2 is going strong still. Battlefield.
I'm going Modern Warfare 2. That's
which is why I'm going Modern Warfare 2. It's maintained relevance.
2-1 for Modern Warfare 2. Next up, Team Fortress 2 versus Overwatch.
Ooh, TF2 actually so much fun. Overwatch was like kind of revolutionary for FPS.
I love Overwatch. Overwatch got my vote.
Yeah. I'm going to get the muse on this.
I'm going Team Fortress 2.
TF2 was fantastic.
Overwatch was just so accessible.
I know. It's accessible for all ages, all demographics. They made it well.
And competitive. It could also be super hyper competitive.
And it's also an FPS that managed to do different roles correctly as well. I'm going Overwatch, which I don't feel great about, but
I've had a feeling Overwatch is going to win this. I was giving Team Fortress a vote because it deserves it.
Good. It deserves a vote. TF2 is fantastic. Was it the Unreal Engine? Was it the first launch of the Unreal Engine was TF2?
Not the
first launch of the Unreal Engine was Unreal.
Well, of course. Sorry, apologies.
It was definitely
it might have been the first FPS with the engine, and I remember it just being oof at the time. That's crispy.
Next up, Quake versus Borderlands 2. We put in here, but pick your favorite Borderlands.
Yeah,
this is. I don't think we get to where. I don't think you get to Borderlands without Quake.
No, you don't. You absolutely
do not. And you couldn't play Borderlands by accessing it from DOS on the library computer during lunchtime.
I was so glad they did that all over the world, and not just where I was. Because
I just hack in the live the computer lab.
We had the mods for the Dragon Ball Z characters in there too. Oh, it was so good.
Yes. And once again, a little bit of recency bias, a little bit of showing our age and generation, but freaking Quake, lock that down.
Yeah, I'm putting Quake. Paul.
Yeah, Quake. Yeah.
This is because of our age. No other reason.
It is.
So bad. No, I don't feel bad about it.
Borderlands was good, making like a mass multiplayer.
I'm not a fan of
shooter.
I'm not a fan of the RPG shooter style. Like I don't like that or Destiny.
Yeah, it doesn't capture me either. No. Like it doesn't capture the best of the RPG, or in my opinion, the best of first-person shooter. But it is undeniably a great game.
Well, the art style is somewhat niche. The art style on a lot of fans, and it has a movie. So that cross media.
Oh boy, that movie went so well.
But it has. Quake does not have a movie. Is all.
Yet, no, that's fair. If they were gonna, they would.
But still, anyway, Quake still has my vote.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Doom versus Far Cry 3. And again, this is pick your favorite Doom, whatever your favorite.
Slam dunk Doom. Get out of here, Far Cry.
Doom. Far Cry was good, but compared to Doom, it
doesn't even touch the sides.
No. BioShock versus Duke Nukem. That's actually tough.
That is tough. I freaking so. The first-person shooter RPG that did it correctly, in my opinion, is BioShock. They didn't try and go down the mass multiplayer route. Fantastic story as well. I'm talking BioShock 2, of course. Absolutely brilliant story, so immersive. Some of the best graphics at the time as well. Told the story so fantastically. The single-player playthrough is still one of my favorite experiences of a single-player game in the last 20 years. Since I became an adult, pretty much. But who wants to speak for the other?
Duke Nukem.
I mean, Duke Nukem is cool. I mean, it is cool.
It is
one of those games that
you could
this is carry around on a disc.
You can't compare these two. BioShock was so serious and so well done, and Duke Nukem was just a blast, an absolute blast.
But it's wasn't it like a clone of Wolfenstein? Castle Wolfenstein.
It was, but it was better.
So yeah. Anyway, BioShock's brand new and awesome. So BioShock.
Incidentally, Wolfenstein is on this list as well.
Yeah, Duke Nukem was essentially Wolfenstein, but boobs and no Nazis was essentially the shtick. I like Duke Nukem a lot, but it was the same as 9 other games that came out at the same point. So
compared to
very
BioShock,
Doomish. In my mind, they blend a little bit.
Yeah.
But compared to BioShock, I can't very well vote against BioShock for that. Is that a
but
BioShock?
That's not saying neither one of those are bad games. I'm just saying that it's
no. If you wanted to just not think for a bit as a kid, nothing would get you there quicker than Duke Nukem.
So good. I have funny stories about Duke Nukem that I can't share on the show. I'll have to tell you.
Easy.
Counter-Strike versus Halo 2.
Oh my God! This is the final right here in Adam's opinion, and Counter-Strike's winning.
Oh, the next one has what I think is going to be the final. What I think.
Counter-Strike
for the sheer
it's Counter-Strike for me.
It's still the gold standard FPS esport, and it is freaking.
I mean, there's a whole community.
How old is Half-Life 2? It's a modded game. It's not. Counter-Strike was never actually meant to be a game. It was just a modded Half-Life 2, and it has become the FPS gold standard and a phenomenon. And apologies to whatever the other one was. No, Halo 2. Halo 2 is spectacular. Halo 2.
Yeah, it is.
Halo in general is freaking incredible. It is so good.
It never caught me the way Counter-Strike did.
No. No, I played the crap out
Like
of Halo 2.
as somebody that
I
doesn't generally
lost
like
years.
FPSs, I played the hell out of Counter-Strike. I rarely played Halo.
There's
2.
3 games that have absorbed like entire years of my life: Diablo 2, World of Warcraft, and Counter-Strike. And yeah, Counter-Strike gets my votes.
Yeah.
Paul, Counter-Strike?
Counter-Strike, yeah.
Sorry, Halo 2.
I'm so sorry, Halo 2. Legitimately, I'm very sorry.
You did not deserve that, but
Oh.
last of round 1 is Wolfenstein versus Half-Life 2. You can't.
Half-Life 2.
It's Half-Life 2.
Half-Life
Like there's just
Half-Life
there's no.
I don't know. I think the Wolfenstein, because of the fact I'm giving a vote to Wolfenstein.
That's fair.
Good.
That's fair.
I'm happy you did, because it was pretty much spawned the whole genre, right?
Okay.
I think that was the first.
Wolfenstein is the genesis, but Half-Life 2 is one of the greatest games of
I mean,
all
not the
time.
first person shooter,
Yes.
but like the first one of like those series of games that are all in that, a little bit over the top.
Right.
I don't know anybody who can sit down and tell me Half-Life 2 isn't one of the best games I've ever played. Yeah, it's the best single player experience I've ever had in a game.
Oh, okay.
End of statement. End of statement. Yeah.
Wasn't quite there for me because I had better ones, but at the time it was for sure. Okay, round 2. GoldenEye versus Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, GoldenEye's going deep. Let's go.
Sorry, Modern Warfare 2.
Sorry, Modern
Sorry,
Warfare.
not sorry.
You're a good
draw.
time. There's a bad draw. I want to know how deep GoldenEye could go. But
we're gonna find
this
out.
is also 100%. This is showing our age.
Yes.
100% showing our age.
Overwatch versus Quake. This will also show our age if Quake goes through.
I'm gonna go Overwatch, and I hate
It's
myself
Overwatch for me too.
I have to go Overwatch too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Quake.
Just for how different they did it.
Well, and Quake, everybody's just the same dude, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Quake is just Doom and just so many other games. But yeah.
I like the
Doom,
arenas and stuff. I like the
Doom versus BioShock.
It's Doom.
Oh no, it's BioShock.
I'm going Doom because I believe Doom is the best version of Quake, and it's the best version of Wolfenstein, and it's the best version of Duke Nukem and Serious Sam and all those. And I think Doom is that guy.
I do agree with that, but it's not as good as BioShock.
That's fair. I mean, BioShock has one good game. Come on. Actually, no. Actually, I found a hill. BioShock has one good game. I can name you 5 good Doom games because all of them.
Nah, they're all they're all the same game.
BioShock 2 was absolutely formative and fantastic and reinvented.
No, I agree, but all the Doom games are just Doom. Like,
yeah, but are you bored? Tell me you're bored, Paul. No, no one's bored.
I'm not bored with any of the BioShock.
No one's bored of the next Doom game. Yeah, but
I want to know more about the world.
Can you pick up and play BioShock 7 times, 8 times?
That's actually where I was leading to. Can I do that with BioShock? No.
Yeah, because there's a story element to it, and you just kind of get okay with the story.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Doom. That's Doom because it is a better first-person shooter.
I like the BioShock gets a vote though. I'm down with that.
BioShock getting a vote definitely needs one. And then Counter-Strike versus Half-Life 2. Ow.
How dare you?
I mean, to be fair, we really should do this early on because we need to figure out which one of these should go forward.
My vote is Counter-Strike. As an FPS, to me, it's Counter-Strike.
Yeah,
we're talking about which is the better video game. It's debatable. But for me, Counter-Strike, cultural phenomena.
Half-Life 2 is getting a vote. I can't.
100%. There's no way CS gets to cold sweep the game.
I refuse to sweep Half-Life 2.
Dude. As playing Aztec, playing D-Dust. I got hours on D-Dust.
Okay, well, D-Dust, man. Terrorists win. So, semifinals.
Bomb has been planted.
GoldenEye versus Overwatch. Can GoldenEye go any deeper?
This is tough. This is real tough, but I think it's Overwatch.
I'm not speaking first.
I think it's Overwatch. And I hate to say that though, because GoldenEye is just so like there are groups that probably don't hang out together anymore because of GoldenEye, or it's the only thing they talk about.
I think there are groups that still hang out together only because of GoldenEye. So I actually agree with GoldenEye.
So we got
but that is
1-1?
getting more niche
Got
and niche, and
1-1.
Overwatch is still
Okay,
like
because that is good because I'm going Overwatch and I don't
I
feel
figured
good
you
about
would.
it. But,
I'm not upset about it, but I am upset about it.
it's Overwatch is just such an evolution for the genre that I think it needs to go deep. But
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if it goes any further than this.
Well, I mean, it's in the finals now, so
Oh, really?
yeah.
That's fair. That's okay.
But it's going against Doom or Counter-Strike. Which one is it going up against?
I'm still voting Counter-Strike.
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 Yeah. Doom doesn't bring the multitudes, doesn't bring people together, you can't play on a squad, on a team. You can't play, and yeah, dude, it's CS, absolutely.
Well,
and also the specializations. Like I became a shotgun specialist playing on Counter-Strike. Shotgun pistol was my when I hit my flow state, baby. I had that trigger finger on that shotty, headshot every time. Oh,
I'm so happy you didn't say op because I was going to completely disqualify Counter-Strike.
No. There is nothing more premium in this world, yeah, than shotgunning an AWP player. There is nothing unless you can shank him. If you can shank him,
shanking, yes, absolutely.
That's God mode.
Oh,
but getting close enough to shotgun him in the side of the head, mwah. Sexy.
All right, here it is. The finals of the best FPS of all time. Overwatch versus Counter-Strike.
My vote is not changing. Counter-Strike.
It's Overwatch.
Oh, you bastard.
Dustin.
Overwatch. No. We could all be in the same room together, and you could hand everybody a controller, no matter what their experience level is, and they're going to have a good time with Overwatch. They would not have a good time with Counter-Strike.
You could just hand randoms Counter-Strike, and if they were all randoms, like it would be the same good time because everyone would be crap. To be fair,
yeah, but I'm saying all skill levels in Overwatch can everybody a controller, and they will still have a good time.
The little 1% you can squeeze out a Counter-Strike, like when you decide to throw the flash, the smoke, like who's gonna drop the bomb and where you position yourself afterwards after you drop the bomb, or it's just
you could do the same thing with Overwatch, but I'm saying it's not required to be good or have fun.
You get multiple attempts, right? If you're playing a deathmatch on a scenario in Counter-Strike, you got one life, baby. That is game.
I'm telling you, that's why it's a lesser game in this instance.
That's
because of the overall fun
level.
It's
not watered down trash. No, Overwatch is not trash, but it's not watered down trash. Being a bit of hyperbole.
I'm just saying. I think there's a value when we're crowning the best of about playability, replayability, accessibility, and then of course cool graphics, cool characters.
Oh my god, this is actually ridiculously hard because I played both of them a lot, and I like both of them a lot. So I'm going to go with which one I played more.
Good man,
and that's Counter-Strike.
Good man, Dustin. I knew
you're factoring in the time that you, of course, because it came out 30 years before Overwatch.
But even after Overwatch came out and I was playing it, I still
Overwatch came out 30 years ago. You would not even be talking about Counter-Strike.
I still went back to Counter-Strike after Overwatch came out. That should say something. In fact, my group of friends
light them up
over to Overwatch and then
comments
back to Counter-Strike. So,
man, name another game. Name another game. Yeah, that still is the gold standard of esports after so long. Like, name another one. StarCraft's the only one you can point at. It's
Blizzard
StarCraft.
did drop the ball with Overwatch quite a bit on a few things.
Correct, my dude. It's literally StarCraft and CS. They're the only two that have gone the distance for decades.
It's true.
You've done an injustice, but the votes say what they are.
And esports are the esports.
You are getting defended by KR in chat. Me and Dustin are getting called losers.
All the comments. I hope Terry eat y'all up.
Well, there was a discussion there because I think KR stated that Doom started the FPS genre. I thought it was Wolfenstein. I'm happy to be wrong. I thought Wolfenstein.
I did think that came out first. I mean, again, I could be wrong too. That was a long time ago, but
now I'm looking it up because I'm curious.
Me too.
You look up not Wolfenstein because I'm typing in Wolfenstein.
Generally, the title of the very first-person shooter is generally credited to Maze War, which is in 1973.
So Wolfenstein
we're not talking about that one.
Yeah.
Castle Wolfenstein 1981. and Wolfenstein 3D is 1992. But
so Doom 1993, whilst not the first, Doom revolutionized the industry, taking the mechanisms from ID Software's previous titles and catapulting FPS genre into global pop culture dominance. Yeah, but Wolfenstein was before, which is called the grandfather of shooters.
Wolfenstein started it. There we go.
Yeah, that's fair. It's fair to say that Doom was the first FPS phenomena.
Yeah, for sure.
You might not have found it until you found that, and then that was next on your download list.
Personally, I found Doom before I found Wolfenstein 3D. So, I mean, they were apart,
what an odyssey that we've been on as friends and panelists.
Journeys,
chat, and no kidding. Comments.
That's been getting heated.
It's good. That's what we wanted. We did it. We got FPS was the one that did it. Out of all the things all the genres we've done, FPS was the one to do it.
That was our show this week. Hope I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed hanging out with y'all. Next week we'll be back at it as well. Looking forward to it. If you're getting out there and playing, let us know what you're going to be playing. Throw some comments down there in the list. Make sure you hit all those buttons and things. The bell, the like, all the subscribe if you haven't done. If you made it this far, hit subscribe, because this is the kind of silliness we get up to on a pretty consistent basis, and we enjoy having the company. We have a great chat community. As we mentioned earlier, we do this live each and every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Come and hang out with those folks as well. Until next week, that's it. Hope you have a great evening. We'll see y'all soon, everybody.
See you next time. Paul's going to go play Overwatch and be sad.